And action! Alright. Hello, Lindsay.
Hello, Bo.
I guess we're going. We're on. Welcome to the party.
We're rolling.
We're fucking rolling. Episode 62.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna start because I care. So I'm gonna keep track. Somebody fucking cares. I'm gonna keep track of the numbers.
Okay.
It's good to be here. You inspire me to be great. You know that.
Thank you.
And I'm glad to have you on the podcast. I like that. I don't think, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think you're I don't think you have the record for most appearances, but we definitely got the most hours together on the show officially.
Yeah, for sure.
If I don't want it to be like Greg Jackson or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we kicked off our world tour. We're on our second.
Finally.
We're on our second city. All right. Started in Denver.
Uh-huh.
And here we are in Pensacola. Whoa, why was Don't do it. Hold on. Let's wait till we get the fuck out of this motherfucker. This is
Okay.
I've seen a lot of Trump 2020 here.
Oh yeah. In front of trailer.
I don't want to be I don't want to
Makes
make
sense.
any waves. So wait till we get out of here. But yeah, it's good to be back. What we got on the docket today? We were just leaving and we noticed the CBD place here.
Oh yeah.
So I guess it's just a matter of time
It is.
before
It's spreading like everywhere.
it's weeds. That's what happens with weeds.
That's true.
Before weed.
That's true.
Before weed is before everywhere is like Denver.
Right.
Because I got it in Denver. Denver was a little bit of a culture shock.
In a good way.
Yeah. Oh, culture shock is bad? Is that a negative thing?
I think it's
kinda on the fence.
perceived negatively.
Okay.
I don't think it has a definition of. I don't know.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
No, I'm rolling, but I know what you mean.
Just
Okay,
so the people
Denver,
know, it was.
Right, I guess I shouldn't say
thing.
culture shock. Yeah, it was like, or
Right.
I fuck with this.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like where you guys are. This is working for you.
Yeah.
To see weed more frequent than gas stations was a beautiful thing. Like I feel like the whole tempo. And you know what? Now that I think about it, remember who was it? The tour guide at Sports Authority Field said, "Oh, was he talking about? Who told us about the smoke?"
Him.
That was him, right?
That was him,
Okay, I
yeah.
thought so. He actually said that was from the California wildfires, but that may have something to do with the gas.
The amount
Yeah,
of
because
smoke
it's
in
just
the
a
air.
weird. I'm like, yo, that's mad far, bro. Like, I ain't never seen no shit. We 4 states over now. Come on, 5 states over. Whatever the fuck it is.
True.
But I was like, damn, that's pretty crazy. But
It could be.
but I think I really like. I think we talked about it. I was a little concerned. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the fucking train tracks behind us. But I was just looking like, I'm not gonna get my bag yet. But I was actually thinking, I'm like, hey, nobody making no noise. This is crazy. But anyway, but it's,
You were talking about Denver and the smoke from California.
I forget where I was going with that. Whoa. No, I think I was gonna say. We talked about it in Denver. I was a little concerned, like not like I really care, but you know what I mean. Like I was, when I start, I think
Fake
I was
caring.
sober. That's why, yeah, fake caring, exactly. But I was like, damn, fake. I like you're the best. I love it. Welcome back. No, I think we just clicked. I just clicked into gear, like. But I was like, damn, not where there's smoke, there's fire. And I'm not even trying to come up with these stupid ass puns. But like, I'm like, hold on now. Like, weed, where there's a bright side to everything, there's also like a dark side. And I was saying, I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna go over well. But we noticed that the homeless people there in Denver, they weren't even dirty.
No.
They were like
They look like like they got out of work or showered and then went and fell asleep on a bench.
Word. Just look, he had like a fucked up day. He didn't necessarily look like.
I'm gonna take a nap here. Maybe it was just people high.
Yeah. Word, maybe actually they weren't even homeless. Because nobody asked us for no money. Nobody was like, yo, you got $1 on you? No. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like so. Actually, no. Yeah, I was gonna say. I just thought about. I'm like one dude did, but he actually looked homeless.
He looked homeless. But he still was like.
But he was cool about it. Like he was like,
he didn't look dirty. He wasn't like the rest of them. The rest of them were really clean.
Maybe they were just high on their way home and had to go on that edibles. They peaked too early, had to balance out. But
they had to take a break.
But I was talking about. I'm like, I think weed is gonna. I think it's gonna take drugs further though, and that may be. Yeah, because I'm like, look, they say weed is the gateway drug. And don't get me, I'm just a creep. So I didn't start smoking weed until I was 26. And I was fully, and I tried it at 15, 16. We'll say between like 15 and 22, I tried weed like every year. And it never worked out.
Just once a year.
Yeah, like I was 0 for 6. Like every summer, I'm like, all right, you know what? The shit was good for like 30 minutes until shit just kept getting, like it was, you know when you get buzzed?
Yeah.
Like now I just get that initial buzz. Right. And it is what it is. I had like a next level for a while, you know what I'm saying? So, but I knew that, I really knew, I'm like, nah, see, weed ain't for me. Like, some people when they hit that next level, they want that roller coaster to get hot. We tell the front row of King the Cop. Some people might think that's crazy. I think drugs are crazy. Some people don't think that's crazy.
Right. True.
So I really think like if it's that, because I think we're drinking, right? So you drink at I don't know. Like I've been drinking since 5th grade, so that doesn't count. But if you try your first drink when like mad early, you'd be like 13, then you'd be like 17, then you get fucked up.
Right.
And like you get fucked up at like 17, and you chill for like a summer. Then you try, then you have a beer. Then your family gives you a beer. Then you'd be like, all right. Then you get kind of, but there's a gauge with drinking.
Yeah.
But and it's only so much you can go with like drink. Then you don't drink tequila, whatever. But drugs is like a different. Drugs is the margin of error. Is like I don't know, and I think with weed. I don't, because it's a long-winded thing, but this is I'd say that to say this podcast.
Sure.
But like with weed, it's the same shit. And I think if it's so accessible that when you go to try fucking hallucinogen, I don't want to say heroin. I don't even want to go extreme with it because I'm not even trying to.
Right. Just something else.
Like cocaine, I'll say. Like some of the best music, and I always say it on this podcast, some of the best music was made off cocaine. Right? But that doesn't make it cool to me. Never made it cool.
No.
So I think like, if you go and weed's so accessible, and you go try a little coke, you're like, yeah, it's not as cool. Like, look how weed was illegal 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, weed was illegal 10 years ago.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all good.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's the same shit. Like, you smoke pot. Like, I think it's like, I just don't like, and I don't try to think.
Coke is from a plant.
Right, when you get into really, and that's why, like, what's the shit?
It's not a
dope,
plant, but it's from
heroin is from like a fucking plant. Like, if we start really looking at
that's scary.
That's what my sick brain is like. Alright, hold on now, like,
you gotta calm down.
Yeah, we gotta chill. I'm not saying don't make it legal, but I just think like
different. But people will be like, well,
but you gotta think of every bracket, because right now, excuse me for a moment. Let me just make sure shit's about to get really real. Okay, we're good. Action! I'm a bum. Like, we're not even recording on the, anyway. And I only say that because that's where my brain goes, because look at where, like right now, in Florida, our second stop, and I don't know, I gotta do some research, because sometimes I get podcast facts, and I'm trying to my second wind. I'm trying to be better about that. I gotta look at Colorado and see their convictions and all the other bullshit. I know they didn't just let everybody go. I know they overturned a lot of shit, but I know that like it's not. It looks good in the newspaper, but when when you're out in the real world, like motherfuckers be like, yeah, please.
They'll leave you in there.
In this same state, but there's a CBD place, and this is all good. Like, you can still get booked for enough weed. Like, enough weed on a bad day in a jam.
You can probably get booked for any weed.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like, if in a bad situation with a cop or whoever, I don't know, knock on wood. Just a bad situation, your ass will be in cuffs, in jail over marijuana. Yeah. Right? So I really look at that and I'm like, there's people that are still like, no, weed is bad. I don't want to hear it. I ain't going for it. It's still illegal.
Yep.
So there's people like us, like they're like, it's weed, bro.
Right.
Take it easy.
Right.
So say, you know what? Everyone agrees. All right, weed's good. There's the next level of like, it's a little coke. You guys like, so you can telling me I got a dime of coke and a motherfucker got 5 pounds of weed? Like I think when we start approaching that conversation, it's like, this is
true. That's true.
And I know like that's really deep, but the shit gets me. Like I'm like, yo, legalize weed.
Like, you know, like I remember saying like alcohol used to be illegal.
Right.
Like I've used that too. Like, well, alcohol used to be illegal. Look at it now.
There you go. Prohibition.
Right.
Like motherfuckers was drinking bathtub gin. That's bad funny. But people were really like.
But like I've said that before.
Of course.
I mean, not that I would be like pro cocaine, but like.
No, but
that's what level I'm on. Weed.
Of being like. See, that's why. But
I'm not on a different level, but there are a lot of people out there on a different level.
Right. And my dad doesn't smoke weed. And he's always been like, my dad told me young, and that's what probably like was in my brain, like not letting it feel good.
Yeah.
With weed early, because my dad told me early, like, yo, weed is not for us. When my dad first smoked weed, he did the same thing, like, oh shit, I'm about to have a heart attack right now, and he just like, should I run? Should I do what's going on with my body? There's a lot happening. He had the same experience. So when it happened to me, I was like, oh shit, I'm about to have a heart attack. He told me this shit wasn't good. Right? So my dad, he's never been against weed.
Right.
But he's always like, yo, this shit ain't in our body. Like, it's not, it does some shit.
Doesn't sit right.
Yeah, to each his own, but I just suggest stay away from this shit, right? So with him, like, I really look at it like, all right, he's not against it, but I think with that next generation, so say, like, if my son walks in the house at 17 smoking with a J in his mouth, I'm going to be like, no, chill. Don't do that here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or like, we're like, did you do your homework? And I'm like, yo, bro, it's a J. Like, I got it from Walgreens sold it to me, bro. What you want? I can't, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's just like, weed is just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I always, with everything is good, and then I'm like, oh, this is where it all starts.
But yeah, you like to see it from both sides.
Which is fucked up.
It's true.
But you know.
It could go there. It probably will go there.
Time will tell. But I do like that they're letting weed. It is nice to just have an Aero Pro.
Yeah.
In an elevator or some shit and hit the weed and move on with your day. But also, I think I mean, it's a separate conversation and I'm over it. But people, it's just things done in excess. Like, what was that shit we were talking about? Careless drivers.
Yeah.
Like, holding careless drivers. Like, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but see, look at that. Like, look at who can get a fucking license these days. So there goes that whole conversation.
True.
All bets are off. Be safe out there. Bottom line. I say that to say this. God damn it. They are who they thought they were. Just know your personnel. Know who you fucking dealing with. Anyway. I just looked at my notes. And I only can't even think of a good segue. But I want to get right to it.
Okay.
The iPhone. I thought it was right when I fucked up and said Subway. I had something. I was cooking, but we live, so we get straight to it. But we got to do something about Apple. Like, if we adjusting the rules to a lot of shit, I really don't think that Apple should just be able to finesse us
over and over and over.
Over and over. This is worse than fucking Jordan. This nigga at least released. He wait 2-3 years to release the same shit. I'm like, oh, we doing this every year shit. You're just gonna buy me by old shit. Like,
yeah. It's not even old.
Right.
Yours is new.
My phone is 6 months old. I got the X, I was hyped, and then it was like, oh, you know, September,
right.
some shit's coming out.
A year.
Wasn't a year. I got this shit in like March.
Sure.
And
I just got this one. The X came out like I'm not good with time, but like it was like 6 months apart. It was like something ridiculous. It was the same year.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And I was right. See, the crazy shit is you was like 6 months before me. Like you guys just did, and then that's crazy. Something's got to give. Like, do you think there's something? Apple's $1 trillion company, and we just got into. We had a money talk, but that's another separate talk for a separate day about $36.8 trillion being in circulation that we know about.
Right. That's
so, but it's 36 point, and I love stats, but I hate them. I don't like, you know, I'm not even trying to justify the narrative here, but like $36.8 trillion, and Apple has one of them. Like, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
I don't know. I'm not. My math could be off, but is that 3%? You know what I'm saying? Like,
our food's calling.
Our food's calling. Answer it.
Hello. Hello.
That's the beauty.
Yes. Okay. 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 You can just take them off.
Me too. Let's get it. Beautiful people. That was a punch. You know what a punch is, right? You figure it out. You're smart. Where were we? We were talking about Apple. And you know what? Before we even get back to Apple, I'm glad we actually punched and DoorDasher was being efficient and wanted to call not being efficient. I know that look. That's the concerned white woman look like.
They've really been annoying lately. Like, they have more options. Like, you can get stuff on DoorDasher that you can't get other places, but like, they're really just annoying. Like, I don't know. I don't know why. And I'm not gonna go into much detail because it'll make me sound way worse.
But
like, the people that call, I'm like, spit it the fuck out. Like, they're so
if they get nervous,
slow.
It's like, oh shit, I got close. I don't even know.
They're not from here.
Bring you back to Pensacola.
I
And
know,
this is what
this
happens.
comes out. No, but see, every time, like, they're just really slow,
like,
and they're like reading from a script, and they don't get off it, and you're like, it drives me crazy. Every time they call, I'm like, oh god,
see, listen.
Can I order food in peace? Just give me what I order. You know what? Really, I think I'm getting a little worked up.
I was gonna say you're going in. You said you wasn't gonna go in, but go ahead, get your shit on.
I don't think I
gotta get my soundboard. I gotta get ready. I gotta drop some bombs. Go ahead.
So the whole reason I use apps is so I don't have to talk to somebody. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody.
I'm glad you got it in your bag.
So every time they call, I'm like, really?
I'm not rolling. Like,
really?
I got an iPhone.
Yeah,
I got these nice smooth apps.
The whole purpose of this is so I don't have to talk to somebody.
Words. So
words.
What if they call, like, yo, you know what, fam? You said you wanted lemon pepper.
It is, but like, it's still annoying. Like, because you know what it is? DoorDasher doesn't have the right menu. Like DoorDasher fucks up the menu. And then they have to call me back like, oh, they only have that on Sunday. Like, then why is it on the menu?
So you want better ads. So
I want.
like,
they're not being efficient by having the wrong menu. You wouldn't have had to call me if you had the right menu. If you had the right menu, you'd be saving yourself a lot of time.
I like you getting in your bag. I like you getting in your bag. So what you're saying, because I think you're onto something. So you're saying if you would like Apple to stop fucking around and releasing iPhones every 6 months and really get into the details of what we got in front of us. Yeah, okay. Start fine tuning.
Fix shit.
And start trimming the fat.
One thing I will tell you about Apple.
I know Apple will be like, the fuck we got to do with DoorDasher, but go ahead, I'm rolling. Podcast facts.
So,
you know what I mean?
like one thing that I've been waiting on for so long is the part of the phone, like the sound or whatever, that picks up, like, if you squish a cotton ball, like somebody just fucking crunched up aluminum foil in the phone. Like, but something real loud, like, I can vacuum on the phone.
But you don't have wires anymore now.
Like, it's fucking facial recognition. You can't tweak the sound a little bit so it doesn't pick up low sounds and make them loud, and loud sounds that tunes them out. It doesn't make any sense.
See, and I'm no engineer. I don't really know shit about sound.
Me either, but
I just
feel
know
like
what I prefer to hear. Right, exactly. I just know what I prefer to hear and what I wouldn't. As far as even when I'm recording the podcast, I can't believe that fucking train still didn't come through.
Yeah.
But
it's
a long story, but we're gonna get there. But I gotta say, like, I think that it's like a camera, like, visually you can adjust that, but like sound, I feel like that's so hard to change, if that makes sense.
I don't know. They have the facial recognition emojis that mimic your movements. You're like,
okay, right. Okay, I'm rolling. Like,
you
control the sound a little bit. Okay, tweaked. Okay, I'm rolling. You're right. Because even when you said
I might be wrong, but I feel like
now
right.
you're on to something, and I'm not. And
I don't
you know what?
the ends of it, but
because we always have these conversations, and we always can come to, and that's why I think I love having you on the show. You know that because we come to understandings about things, right? Like it's never like I agree just for the sake of agreeing, and when you agree with me, sometimes I get skeptical. Like, why do you agree?
I'm like,
I'm like, but I don't. No, it shouldn't make this much sense. Like, you don't have it, but anyway. But I like that when you make a case for something, I can relate it to my life, and I really want that. I love that shit. I love being like, oh, okay, I know what you mean.
But that's how you explain things too.
Right.
I feel like you brought that out in me.
Right, because we were talking about.
It paints a perfect picture.
Right, exactly, and we were talking about. When I recorded my car wash voicemail.
Yeah.
You were like, sound like you were in a box. Like I was like, oh, I actually was, because that fucking sound. I was listening to the sound and I was like, ugh, that sounds awful. Like you can't take detail and in the phone and be mad scratchy. Like I was like that kind of fucking. And I was thinking.
So you listened to it after I said that, and
no, as I was recording it, like I'm saying, like before, when I was recording, I'm like, this sounds like.
Yeah.
I redid that shit, and I kept thinking, I'm like, damn. I can't do it in the ear pods. I can't hold the phone. I'm like, this shit just don't sound right. So I think that, and I wanted to be like, you can't help that, but you're actually onto something. I actually just went through that. So I'm fucking rolling.
Yeah, and that happened to me before. Like if I'm driving,
Steve Jobs,
it picks up,
Steve Jobs.
like the car. So I was trying to record my greeting, and you could hear, and I can't. Like, I don't have time. I'm either walking
turn signal
or yeah. It's not even the turn signal. No, that would be understandable. Like hitting a bump.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely.
That you just basically feel. You don't even hear it. It doesn't even make an actual noise, but it's loud.
We gotta revisit that, because there's settings. I know there's settings. I know we in the crazy shit is we're raw dogging it right now, and we gotta wow that go. But I'm not Apple. Right. I don't. Have, if I had $1 trillion, trust me, it's be top notch. Fucking
should be top.
There you go. You're on this. I like when you get like this. And you know what that makes me think of also? Fucking Zuckerberg. You know, and
he's I know he put in the work, but like he's lucky. Like I want that. I want that success.
You need it, you know. See, but he saw something like.
He had the vision. He had the vision.
I could connect a lot of dots. Like I could. All right, I'm doing it. And he obviously, you know, he's skyrocketed. But Facebook just went through, and I don't want to. I'm not saying toot my own horn, but actually. When Trump was going into office, and I don't even want to get sketchy with it, but when Trump was going into office, and I was just starting to flirt with investing, I invested in like hacks, like cyber defense technology, and I was like, let me just in case. And now Facebook, another hack just happened, like I think within the last 24 hours, right?
Wow.
50 million users are at risk. I feel like it didn't even faze me. I feel like that, like I like the first time it happened, like with a Yahoo breach, I'm like, let me take my password. Oh my god! Like I was going fucking crazy. Then the fucking, you weren't. I felt I was like, oh shit. No, see.
I don't know why I'm just like.
I do so much paperless shit.
Now I gotta fucking get a new I memorize my card numbers, and every time something like that happens, I'm like, I gotta memorize another number.
See,
like,
I'm trash.
I'm working and using the card, and like, dang it, I gotta remember. Like, it's just annoying.
Okay.
And I don't know how to like. I know that you can store your card on your iPhone, like have Apple Pay, but like, you know, sometimes you have to put in your number.
That's where I was just going.
You still have to memorize it in order to do it sometimes.
That's exactly where I was. See, you're a better person. And maybe that's why it affected me the way it affected, because I put my number. I put that shit into everything. Like I don't want to know what my wallet is. Like save this, save that shit. Yeah. So I feel like I'm really deeply intertwined. When I hear I'm like hacked. If they get one, they get them all. Like I'm like, oh boy. Like I'm like, God. So when I see shit like that, I get fucked up. This last one, I was really thinking like when I saw it was like Facebook hacked, 50 million users at risk. I was like. I felt like Apple. I'm like, yo, bro, we come so far. Like, I know you can't even do anything anymore. Like, it's almost like with weed, right? Like we talked about. Like we're at that ceiling of like, all right, what are we doing here? Like,
right.
Even if someone steals your credit card, like when someone stole my phone, I was mad in the moment. When I got home, I called Apple, like AT&T, whoever the fuck it was at the time, even though I'm with Verizon, because AT&T is, don't even get me started. But I called,
but
and I
was
was like,
yo, pushing it too.
Everybody, that's what I'm at. We're at that ceiling. I'm telling you, of like, hey man, someone stole my phone. They're like, all right, it's in the mail. It'll be there tomorrow. I'm like, wait, what? Like,
and then all your pictures were on it.
Yeah, iCloud's good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is amazing.
Like, right.
Fucking take what you want.
Yeah.
But it's for, you know,
whatever it costs.
Right. Exactly. Like, all right, cool.
Keep charging us $20 a month for some fake space and outer. Like,
see, there's another thing, and that's where pretty much where I'm going with it, right? So if Apple could charge me $9.99 for fake storage for imaginary, literally, and they tell you it's a cloud, they rub it in your face. For imaginary space, for dead ass though, like it gets me like iCloud. I'm like, they know it's not even fucking real. It's not even there. We can drive through it. We can walk through it. But anyway, and they get me mad. That shit really gets me like.
It's funny. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
That's like the shit earlier.
Yeah,
like, I don't pay. You pay.
I mean, it'd be like, why? What you mean cloud? What you mean cloud? What the fuck you talking about a cloud? Like this shit ain't. Yeah, got me. So anyway, the fact that they could do that, and and just keep getting money for it is like, yo, what about us? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens when, or like even fucking, I mean, no one cares about Facebook, but like, I'm like, what happened? Like, where's the cutoff and when's spam mail gonna stop? Like, how many times I gotta unsubscribe to look in your phone over 24 hours and see 70 emails, and then like, if you don't check that shit for a week, that should be 1,300 emails. By the time you get to like 5,000, by the time like 2 months. You have 50,000 emails and you can't even get through it. It's over.
76,564 emails.
That's disgusting. You know why 76,000 emails is disgusting? Because you own a business, a high volume business that you can't even.
I can't even
delete all.
No.
I
can't.
You delete $10,000 out of your fucking.
That's exactly why I can't. People are like, why don't you just clear them out? I can't.
Nah, you can't. You would literally erase.
Yes. Too much shit.
Thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I can't.
That because
I have to go back to that.
That's,
and like,
that's scary.
And that's all because of spam. And I've done like, and it really does help when you unsubscribe to everything. Like it goes away. You'll only have important emails, and then like it's back on a month, and you got to do it all over. Like now I don't have time.
See, this is. I think the people. It's changing because podcast. It comes in waves because podcasting is like people are starting to care about it, right? And now like Joe Budden got an exclusive Spotify deal. You can only get his shit on Spotify audio. Audio on Spotify, and then the video obviously comes out on YouTube 2 days later. But they have an exclusive deal, like no more podcast app, no more SoundCloud, no more none of that shit, right? And I respect it. So at that point, you realize there's a market. I guess this is there's too much of a wild tangent. Right. Things are getting crazy. Bottom line, fucking technology got to get it together. I'm not going to make this about Joe Budden. I'm moving on. Back to weed. Shit was getting too real. But, you know, one thing I wanted to mention about weed earlier also. I was thinking about, I have it in my notes here, but I was thinking about Josh Gordon when we talk about like crimes, right?
Oh yeah.
And we're talking about like technology. I think about Josh Gordon, the wide receiver for the Browns, tested positive for marijuana like 2012. They suspended him. Then like 2013 he did it again. Then 2014 he did it again. Then he was suspended all 2015 he did it again. Then he was suspended all 2016 he did it again. And then like, what is it, so last year he came in like the last 2 games or some shit. I was boycotting, but I was paying attention because Josh Gordon was always my guy. I'm like, damn, he's just smoking weed.
Right.
Like, he can't ball. No, he can't, but I get it's against, but see, I got it was against the rules.
You were like, why are you doing this? But still, like, you see both sides of it.
But cause I'm like, yo, bro, if somebody told me for $30 million, do not smoke weed, I would be like, yo, I'll bet. What you want me to do with it?
Right.
Like, I go to activists. I'll be outside of dispensaries with a picket sign, like, yo, get rid of this shit for $30 million. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no kidding.
But I didn't get how he didn't
just
not do it
because it's just weed.
He tried to pull that it's a sickness shit. I'm an addict, and that's another story that I don't even want to. Another one I don't want to go down that tangent. But it's a good one. I got a good case for both sides. But I was really like, damn, you know, he's actually the poster child of he. I don't want to relate him to Kaepernick. I don't want to go down that wormhole either. I'm holding back very much right now, but
it's easy.
He got suspended so many times for weed, and I feel like 5 years from now, when they don't even test for that shit in the league anymore, I'm like, damn,
he missed out.
Who? No, yeah, like who? I'm not saying we owe Josh million. I don't owe him shit, but I'm not saying the as the league, like,
but it's like,
who is responsible for him missing out on that money? Like,
that's a lot of money.
You know what? And their case would be like, well, it was illegal, rules are rules.
Right.
And it's like, nah, but that was the gray area period. Like, during that, when shit ain't right, somebody got to be compensated. Like, I'm like,
it's legal some places, like.
And I don't hear Josh Gordon. I gotta fucking DM Josh Gordon something like, bro, can we talk about this? When he's out of the league, then we'll get how he was really feeling, and then see, that's when I think he'll become the poster child. When he's out, he's been gone for a while.
He write a book.
When he writes his book, and the fucking ESPN takes that one little snippet of it and puts it up, and then when we really look at it, like, damn, the kid was just smoking weed, and now, and then at that time when his league, guys are in fucking cannabis commercials, like when Odell Beckham was holding up fucking Pineapple Express on Instagram for $500,000. And you're like, oh, I smoke it before games. It helps my arthritis. And then fucking Marshall Faulk is like, oh, it helps with my elbow too. NFL. When that's going on, and we look back at because it's coming. When we look back at Josh Gordon, we're gonna be like, damn, like there's been players, and the fucked up shit about it is why he's gonna be the poster child. Is because we're gonna get to that point where we look at Josh Gordon and we're gonna say, damn, bro, like. And then we're going to think about the kid that didn't even make it to the league. We're going to think about the kid that tested positive coming out of high school. He didn't even get a scholarship. He lost everything. And he works the Piggly Wiggly. Yeah, exactly. Like, when we look at that kid, that's when it's going to hit us. And I swear, like, and that's why when shit, like, I was going to go on my wild tangent about fucking technology, like, podcast, and I just stopped. Because that's serious. But shit like that, I mean, it's, like, almost funny. But shit like that is, like, it's funny. But then it gets serious, it's like, damn, bro, and then it's like, when it's the reverse, when you sit back and you, damn.
And he still could change his life. He may run out of money because he won't have as much as he would have had.
And I don't get it. Like, I don't, and I never, and we joked about homeless people, right? And we joked about homeless people.
We didn't really,
like, you know what I mean? Like, we mentioned, see that little clip, take that little clip, you're like, damn, this fucking podcast is awful. But we talked about homeless people, right? But it's that same thing. Like, I don't have it in me to stand outside and be like, yo, can you pity me?
No.
And why you give me that little bit of pity? Mind $1. Like, to pull that out of somebody, I'm like, nah, bro. I'd rather just go see what I can do. Because I've been fucked up before. More times than not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was always like, you know what? There's a way.
I would work, do something for it. But not, sounds fucked up too.
This is going south. I was gonna say,
I would do anything for money,
right. I was gonna
but
say,
I'm not gonna take
I
it
didn't even
for
fire
nothing.
my clip off. I had it. I was like, nah.
I would I've been broke. Like, hey, can you pay me for next week's training?
Sure.
So, but like work, but like, I can't imagine being like, hey, can I have $5? Can I have $1? Can I have some change? Like for nothing.
I think the, and I guess this is where it gets tricky again with. Because I'm really on podcasting and the internet just for the jokes. I'm really here for the jokes. But at the end of it all, like, some shit is funny until it ain't funny no more. Like, some shit is like, you can't just laugh at every fucking thing. But I think that it's, and I don't know, I'm not even trying to sound like a pessimist, but it just comes in waves. Like, it comes in like, we hate it. And like, everyone hate it? Yep, we hate it.
Yeah.
And someone's like, hey guys, I kind of like it. And then it's like the room is like, yeah. And then one like,
That's
yeah.
true.
And everyone's like, we love it. And then it's like, everything just goes in fucking everything. You fucking name it, it goes in like that fucking roller coaster. And I think when you catch life at the period between, I probably should have paid attention. See that, like that ninth grade when you learn about about the graph, and when you catch it right before that climax, whatever that area is called.
I have no idea. I know, like, that we probably learned that, but
I'm about to come. When you get to like the oh shit, yeah, it's right here. When you get to that
what is that called? The P? Is it the P?
I think it is. I think it's the P. Oh, see that?
Song's name.
Yeah. You're with me. You're rolling. I love when we're rolling. Watch me be wrong. They're like, actually, that's
only on a mountain.
No, but for real, whenever you get to that point, I think like it becomes emotional. It becomes you have a decision to make. Like when you start at that point, that's like right when you start to. Well, I guess shit's about to get real because that's really the point where you start to lose logic. Like, that's really like, that's a defining moment. Like, listen, this is the point where it's all or nothing. This shit's about to get real. I think when we come to that point as humans, that's when, like, religion's created. That's when, like, all right, what are we going to do? Like,
this is crazy.
It's going down right now. Like, what are we going to do? Anyway, listen, food's coming. Shit's about to get real. I'm done with this conversation.
Okay.
I love having you on the show.
Good. I love being on the show.
Because we're going to turn the camera off.
I just love talking to you anyway.
That's what I was going to say. We're going to turn the camera off. And I'm going to rant. I'm going to go on like a 5-hour rant. Just, right? So I'm looking forward to that. And thanks for coming back, Lindsay.
Anytime.
It's good to have you.
Anytime.
And for the listeners, I'll do some explaining about where I've been, what's going on, but nobody cares. Somebody cares.
I care.
Ciao for now. Have a day you deserve. We're out of here. And cut.